Your whole vibe right now is so 90s, and I'm very into it.
Yeah. I'm trying to keep with it, you know.
Like the glass, everything is so cool. Have y'all met before?
Just backstage.
Just backstage. Okay, so longtime friends.
That's right. Well, I will remember it for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Not only a big fan, but genuinely just a big fan of who you are.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
And we got to hug this time.
I might ask for another one. Can I have another?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. We couldn't do it this time. It was COVID times, and we were like, don't touch me.
Yeah,
we were like, we can't, no one was allowing, legal would not allow anyone to touch.
That's right. I thought about that for years, and then finally.
Because I give great hugs.
No, I can't.
Yeah.
I can confirm. That was more than memorable.
Well, let's jump right into the important question. Explain this photo. Yeah?
Oh boy.
This is the question.
Yeah.
This is the question. So I, as well, love flowers, but I don't look like that arranging them.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying?
You look even better.
Totally.
I can't quite keep up.
Totally. Do you always do your floral arrangements like this?
Yeah.
Asking for a friend?
No, of course. Usually it's no pants and shirt, but I figured.
Nicely done.
I did not expect a hooping for that.
We're a crazy audience.
No,
a real classy one. Yeah.
No, please. That's what I love.
No, but you love flowers. I am obsessed with flowers.
More
and
than
like the language of them, and like back in Victorian times, I'm obsessed with. I think it's so beautiful to like put an arrangement together for someone that's meaningful.
So I always love the feeling that people get in receiving flowers.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest, as far as acting goes, I like taking it job by job. I don't know what the future looks like, but the one constant I know I've always wanted to do was open a flower shop. So
this is in my retirement plan.
Really? We can open a shop together.
So I love putting together things. I tie in like lyrics. I do a whole thing with the bouquet. I get really into it.
Sounds way nicer than my thing.
I want to open an ice cream shop. Maybe we can get together.
Maybe it could be the same shop.
Yes.
Maybe we had coffee too.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, coffee and tea. This will be the spot. Are y'all willing to come to Montana?
Naturally.
That's where I am.
Of course.
The middle of nowhere.
Yeah, that's what you need. That's where the clientele is at.
Exactly. There's so many people there in my small town. Yes.
That's fine.
Wait, so we mentioned Valentine's Day earlier. Do you get into it?
Oh boy, I'm a big romantic.
Okay.
I do love the idea of Valentine's Day.
That's nice. Yeah.
Despite it being a super consumer first holiday, I like to consider myself the optimal consumer.
I think Amazon considers me that. Yeah.
That's okay.
It does my house with the boxes. But no, but do you have like a memorable one? Like one that you really went all out that you're like really proud of?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, during the lockdown, I feel like Valentine's Day was a really nice moment to show someone that I really cared about them, so I put my best foot forward, and I decorated my apartment at the time to look like a restaurant. I laminated menus, and I had my dog.
What?
It's the maitre d'. Don't sound that. She's not with me anymore, so.
It didn't work.
It didn't work, so don't try it at home.
Well, you dodged a bullet. That's a lot of effort. That's really, really sweet.
No, she's great. She's the best.
She's great, yeah.
She deserves everything. But
that's so PC of you. Okay. No, so it didn't work out, but I think that's a really sweet gesture. Yeah.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I like the idea.
Did you cook and everything?
I did cook.
Okay.
I tried to make it as like a sweet potato dish.
Oh, you said tried. Okay.
Well, turns out if you leave something in the oven for too long, it has a tendency to catch fire. And I wasn't aware of how smoky the living room got. And I came in with the chicken, and she was fully clouded in smoke and was so sweet. Again, she is the best. She's gonna watch. Hi. She's so sweet.
So it didn't work out. Yeah.
You keep coming back?
No, not that part. Sorry, not that part. I meant like the dinner didn't work out, but it was still so sweet. Like the gesture is nice.
The chicken was great.
Yeah. But this is what I say. Like, I'm not against a beautiful Valentine's Day moment. I just think there's so much pressure on it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, or we just make out. You know what I'm saying? Watch a little Netflix.
I love
and make
a good
Yeah, I'm
make
just
out
saying.
session.
Like,
yeah,
it's just like really hard. We are back with Lauren Graham and Mason Clayton. Give it up, y'all. That was a clip from Mason's new film, Heart Eyes, opening in theaters nationwide February 7th. So you're in a Valentine's Day horror movie.
That's right. That's right.
Which seems like it doesn't go together, right? But it does.
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah.
I love that scene. That's hilarious.
Yeah, it's
this body was not made for violence.
Made for cuddling. Yeah, Josh Rubin, who directed it, who's an incredible visionary, was kind enough to let Olivia Holt, who plays Allie, let us play in the scene and kind of, there she is. God, she's gorgeous.
Yeah. Well, you're both not hard to look at, if I'm being honest. Yeah,
I'm just, by proximity, I feel like I'm just keeping up as best I can.
It's cute chemistry, though. Y'all have great chemistry.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, acting. No,
we're paid to do
right,
it.
No, it's part of the job. No, we were lucky enough to get to find stuff in the moment, and Olivia came up with the thing about my body, and like, oh, you're so ripped. And genuinely, I don't think I would like to think these muscles are for violence. I'd like to think they're for facilitating.
Yeah. There's a message, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a movie with a message.
Yes, I'm trying to let people know.
Wait, I heard that you got injured. You were all muscular, but you got injured.
Yeah. It turns out the muscles are for receiving violence. Yeah, I don't know if the cameras can see it, but there was a sequence in which Olivia and I are running out of a police station for one reason or another, and in order to save her from an oncoming vehicle, tackle her out of the way, and we roll into the street, and we're close, and it's very romantic, hopefully. You'll have to let me know. And part of the set was 2 glass doors that we had to burst out of and make sure we made it into the street. You know where this is going. So they go, action. We run through, Liv is first, bam, first one. I'm like, got it, good. Second door, bam, pushes it open, and she pushes hard enough that I see it flying back. I'm like, oh, that's weird. All I hear is this crash, and I think that she's broken the glass, and I sprint after her. I'm like, Liv. We stop. I'm like, are you okay? She's like, yeah, I'm fine. And from behind me, I hear, Mason! And I go, what? And they go, your hand! And I look down. I had lodged my left hand through the window, pulling out, kept running. And as I'm getting sutures and fixed up on the set, Josh, the director, comes up. Hey, it looks really cool.
Can we use your pain?
Can we use it in the movie? So when you see, you can't miss it. When you see it in the movie,
it's like real.
The door and I burst through the thing, and it is real. That is glass.
I love that he's trying to tread lightly. He's like so concerned for you.
Right.
But can we use your blood for the film?
Please.
Yeah.
That's blood, sweat, and tears.
And you're running from something that's killing people, couples, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
No spoilers, but in theory, yes, that we are running away.
I didn't know what I was allowed to say.
No, you nailed it.
Okay.
That was way more eloquent.
You're welcome.
No.
Okay. Did you ever get hurt on set or any scars or anything you've ever happened?
Only in my heart.
But look at you now, mended and ready to go.
Look at that. And look, use that trauma as fuel.
Yeah.
It's like,
art.
Yeah, that's what I do. No, but you never gotten hurt or anything like that, like physically?
I don't think so, but I've had a very low stunt career.
You know what, though? That's when you get hurt. It's the dumb moments that you're like, wait, what? I was just pushing something and I got hurt. That's...
No, I would like ask for more. I was like, I ride horses. Like, why doesn't somebody use that? I have skills.
Yeah. And I go, oh, it's a liability now.
Yeah. Let's take another break. Heart Eyes hits theaters February 7th. Everybody go see it.